Welcome to a new Whip Wednesday crochet show. I am so excited for you to be here. How's everyone doing? What are you working on right now? It is Whip Wednesday, but it is also the last Wednesday before Christmas, before it's time for gift giving season. So, are you done making Christmas gifts yet, or are you still working on them? I'm still working on one of them. I should be done in a few days, maybe a couple days or so, and then I'm done with that, and I'm really excited to give my gifts away. The time to give gifts. I don't know. I love giving gifts more than I love receiving them. I don't mind getting gifts, but I prefer seeing everyone else get their gifts, open the gift, and then smiling and just having fun with whatever they received. Please let me know if I'm not the only one. Leave a comment down below. I'm live on YouTube, on my Facebook page, as well as my Facebook group, all at the same time. So let me know where you're from. I would love to know. Okay, so let's get right into it. So we have been doing something called the Advent Calendar Mystery Crochet Along. So what is that even? Well, we're almost done. Today's day 20, right? So the Mystery Crochet Along goes until the 24th. So let me explain. So really quick summary. There are 30 patterns in the Last Minute Crochet Gifts Made Easy ebook. Volume 2, there are 30 patterns in it. Each pattern comes with a video tutorial. The Mystery Crochet Along, however, only includes 24 patterns, which means today's day 20, which means there's 10 patterns left, but I'm only going to publish 4 more. So if you want to get all of the patterns, then go get them right now. You have until the 24th to save an additional $5. Really quickly, let me show you all the patterns, okay? These are all the patterns, but only 4 more of them will be published for free to view on my website. But there's 6 additional ones that you won't get unless you get the ebook. So there's still some wiggle room of what is going to be published. But if you want to get them all ad-free and printer-friendly and save $5, go get them. I have a link in the description as well as the comments section for that. So let me grab the link real quick, just so that you have it ready to go. And you don't have to search for it. I am able to put it into the comments for my Facebook page as well as my YouTube channel, just so that you have it, okay? All right, so, but I'm going to break it down real quick, and don't worry, I'm going to show you all the patterns I just published, okay? So the patterns I just published, the last 7 of those 20 that I already published, I will show it to you. Really quick breakdown right here. Okay, so if you use that coupon code right there, it gives you an additional $5 off until the 24th only. So we are day 20 of the 24, okay? So, but the 30 patterns are only in the ebook. Each pattern comes with a video tutorial. So that's just a quick breakdown. You can use this link up here as well if it's easy to remember. I'm going to remove this real quick because I want to show you all those patterns. Okay, so let's get into it, okay? So right here is one of the patterns I published. So I'm going through the last 7. If you want to know the previous 14, watch the previous video, okay? In the Whip Wednesday crochet playlist. It's also a podcast on YouTube. So right here is one of the patterns. So this one is a moving ears bear hat. Okay, so let me show you. So let me hold this because I'm not wearing it, so I have to kind of hold it in here so you can see. I'm just doing one right now. Okay, so you can see the ears are moving. Okay, and a lot of you guys were asking for a bear one. I have like I have 12 other moving ears or arms or whatever patterns, okay, that are with some kind of air pump. So I have plenty of those patterns. So far I have 13 in total. This is one of them, okay, and this one is one that was highly requested. The other one that I made for this specific ebook is a reindeer one where also the ears are moving, and a polar bear. Those were all requested and I made them for you. Of course, there's more requested. In the future, I will create more, but for now, this is what we have, okay? And remember, I also have a separate ebook that's called the Pop-Up Moving Ears Hat ebook, and there's 10 patterns in that, and that includes like a Santa hat, an elf hat, a snowman, a cat, a dog. What else do I have in there? Oh, a penguin and a pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. I forgot what else I put in there. Anyways, there's a bunch of them, and there's 10 of them in total, okay? This is one of them in this specific ebook called The Last Minute Crochet Gifts Made Easy, Volume 2. And this is a cute bear with moving ears. So let me show you one more time. Yee! I'm just showing you one because I have to hold it inside here because I'm not wearing it right now. All right, so that's one of the patterns that I just published. So let's go right to the next one. I'm going to push this one up here so I can show it to you. This one is another pattern. I need to move this a little bit further. Okay, this is another pattern that I published, okay, and this one is a heart eyes emoji earmuffs. So if I put them on, you can see it right here. Ooh, I'm really muffed right now. I can't hear my voice properly. So it's actually very easy to make this one. As I said, every single pattern comes with a detailed video tutorial, so you can replicate this pattern easily on your own. Little quick reminder, I'm using for all of these patterns Premier yarn, and I'm using either just yarn, which is a huge skein. It's the same amount as 4 skeins in one, but the price is the same as one, which is a very stellar deal. So I'm using either just yarn for this project, or I'm using cotton sprout yarn, depending on whether I used acrylic or cotton yarn. This one is acrylic. This one up here is also acrylic. I use just yarn for that as well. But I love the heart eyes emoji. I know it sounds cringe, or cringe, is it cringe? But I use this emoji all the time, so which is why I made it that way. But you can just make a regular emoji on there. You can make any other thing on there. You don't have to make a face on here. You can even, I don't know, add a flower on it or add letters on it or whatever you want to do, okay? It doesn't have to be an emoji, but I'm going to teach you how to do the emoji if you do want to do that. So you guys are working on a rectangular granny square blanket. I love it. Blankets always take a long time. I usually, when I do my blankets, I start early on in the year, so I don't have to worry about it during the holiday season. So, because that's always a stressful time of the year. Okay, let me show you another pattern that I published that was actually a lot more popular than I thought it would be. And this is this one right here. It is, why is this so bright? I feel like this is super, super bright. Let's see if I can make it a little darker. Let's see. I feel like it's a little bright in here. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, it's a little bit more what the color actually truly looks like. Anyways, so this one is a bendable, and yes, I am serious when I say bendable, worm as a bookmark. Feel free to call it just a bookworm. Okay, so there's a pipe cleaner inside in case you're curious. And yes, it's a very popular pattern, much more popular than I thought it would be. It's a cute little bookworm that you can put inside your book. You can kind of wrap it around your pages, you know, or make all kinds of things with it, whatever you feel like it, right? And it has a pipe cleaner inside. You can just bend it in every kind of direction and maybe make a knot out of it, right? Whatever you want. It's a bookworm. So this one is a really fun pattern, and it's free and super quick to make. It's a great last minute gift. All of these patterns are great last minute gifts. All right, this one I published yesterday right here. This one is a snowflake pot holder, but it's a double thick one. Look how thick it is, okay? You can easily use it as a trivet or just mittens, or I mean not mittens directly unless you not sew it up, right? But it is a pot holder, okay? Or as a hot pad, you can use it for that as well. Whatever you want. I put a snowflake on there, big ones all the way around, and then have these little teeny tiny ones here as well. Someone pointed out the fact that I made a snowflake with 8 areas or 4, depending on how you look at it. Well, it was a little bit hard with this stitch to make it into 6. So I really love this type of snowflake, so I went with it. But I know that some snowflakes have only 6 arms. It's okay. Let's not be super duper picky, okay? This stitch is easily done with a number that's like divisible by 4 or 8 or something, because it's just easier to do. But again, you can do whatever works best for you. If you want to switch this out with a different snowflake, then go for it. It's up to you. But this one is done in diagonal, but not really, okay? It looks like diagonal, but it's actually done in rounds very easily. And there's no increases or decreases, even though it may look like it, but there's not. And it's super duper easy. All right, so this pattern is also now on my website again with a video tutorial. I'll teach you exactly how to do this step by step. This looks like it was knitted, but it was crocheted. It's done with the waistcoat stitch, which is also known as the split center single crochet or the crochet knit stitch. It has many different names. I added a little bit of a hanger here at the back too, and as you can see, both sides look different to make it very special and unique. All right. Then I published this guy, another very, very popular pattern. Towel holders are very popular right now. So these make wonderful gifts for the holiday season. This one uses a wooden ring. So I used an 80mm ring. Typically I use 100mm, but sometimes those are hard to come by because they're very popular, as I said. So if you don't have a 100mm ring at home, or you can't order them, I have the links for both of them in the material section of the pattern. So pick either one, whichever one is available. Either one works, whether it's the 80 or the 100mm, okay? Just to be clear, 80mm and the same thing as 8 centimeters, or 100mm, the same thing as 10 centimeters, okay? So anyways, this one is a cable towel holder, okay? So you can see it's a cable stitch, and it's very easily made. It's very elegant. So if you wrap this like this around something, let's say this is like your oven, the oven door handle, right? So you can kind of wrap it around there, and then you put your towels through here, and it holds it up nicely. If you can't find any wooden rings at all, feel free to just crochet one in a round. That's fine too, if you absolutely want to. You don't have to use wooden rings. You could always, you know, figure out another way to do it. As I said, most people then crochet a circle around it. Make sure it's tight enough, because crochet is stretchy, right? So that way it's not super duper visible, but you still have this part here if you wish to do it that way. I'm so glad you guys love the snowflake. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. I love giving handmade gifts. Me too. I love that as well. I've always loved it. All right, I'm going to show you a couple more. This one is one of my favorites. I came up with this idea when I saw a picture somewhere online. I forgot what it was, Pinterest, or I scrolled through Google and I found it. I don't remember. It was a pair of mitten that you can buy like on Amazon or something like that, whatever. But I love the idea of having 2 half hearts that when you put it together, it turns it into a heart. Now, this is on the inside of the mitten. You can totally do it on the outside as well. Whatever works for you. You don't even have to put the hearts on it, or the heart, 2 half hearts, right? If you don't want to. This is done in linked crochet, which makes it nice and warm and cozy. And I did make sure that I graded the pattern so you have it in many different sizes. So the video tutorial goes through the adult size, but the written pattern has it for all the sizes, okay? From like baby all the way through adult. it's a very, very easy pattern, and it's super fun to make, and it's very nice and cozy. So the linked crochet stitch, which is part of the Tunisian crochet family, is actually very easy to do. And it's like a double crochet, but it's linked together. So if you can see here, if I stretch this in every kind of direction, there's no gaps in between, which makes it nice and cozy. So it makes a very, very thick and cozy pattern so that your hands stay nice and warm. Now, obviously it is yarn, so you know, when you use it with snow or something, it will get wet, right? Obviously. Unless you put some kind of insulation in there, then your hands will not get wet, you know. But otherwise, it's a pair of mittens to keep you warm, right? So it's a really fun and easy pattern. All right, and then the one I published today was this one right here. Okay, it's a very large zippered pencil case or hook case. Again, I used linked crochet, so if you look a little closer, you can see it, right? This is obviously done in rows versus rounds, so you can see the difference, right? This is done in rounds, this is done in rows, so it looks slightly different but still the same stitch. Okay, and this one specifically is actually perfect for this because you don't need any lining. As I said, linked crochet reduces the gaps between the stitches, so even if I stretch it here, you don't have those gaps that usually appear for double crochet. Let me be clear, this one is double crochet, so if I stretch, you can see my fingers pointing through. You see that? You can like poke it through. Actually, there was a reason you use double crochet for this, because for the air pumps, we need to be able to squeeze it through, right? But double crochet, you have gaps, gigantic gaps, and you can put your finger through it. That's kind of what double crochet does, right? But if you use linked double crochet, you can stretch in every kind of direction and you will not have any way to put your finger all the way through, right? And therefore you don't need a lining. And as you can see, it is actually fairly large. There's a lot of room in here, which means it's great for either pencils, for makeup, for students, for teachers, even for crocheters. I'm thinking about using this for my crochet hooks and for my notions. So I put probably like a separate pouch in here for my notions, and then the rest of it's going to be like crochet hooks. Or you can even use it for a project, okay? Like you put your hooks kind of on the sides and notions on the other side, and then you put your project in it. Let's say it's a quick project, right? And it fits a skein of yarn here as well. So let me pull up a skein here so you can see it. See, this is like a good size skein, right? It all fits nicely in here. It's like the perfect little pouch for anything you want to do, right? So if if you need a last minute gift for a crocheter, for yourself, for a student, for a teacher, or for anyone who needs something to store something in, this is a great project for that. And I just added a zipper right here on top, right? And it's kind of like a square one, as you can see, right? I made it in a way that it's like kind of squared up. So it's very easy to do, actually, fairly easy. All you have to do is make a flat piece in a certain dimensions and certain rows and stitches, and then all you have to do is then sew it up here in the back, add like the zipper in it, and we're good to go. So those are the 7 patterns I just published the last 7 days. And as I said, the entire Crochet Along has 24 patterns. But the ebook itself, let me show it to you again. The ebook itself, which is printer friendly, ad free, okay, and you can get all 30 patterns. The Mystery Crochet Along only includes 24. So that means we published 20 of these patterns already. 20 of them were published already. There's only 4 more going to be published for free. That means there's 6 additional patterns that will not be made available for free for now. Okay, so if you want to get all of them, check out the link in the description or in the comments. Here's another one. I put it up here as well. So if you'd rather do this one, here's the coupon code to get an additional $5 off only until the 24th. Okay. Let's see. The pouch may also be nice and plush yarn. Yeah, go for it. If that works for you, go for it. Keep in mind that plush yarn, I assume you're talking about like a faux fur yarn or a really thick yarn. Keep in mind that I used worsted yarn. So if you are going up or down in weight, yarn weight, you may have to adjust the stitch count, okay, in order to make it work. So just keep that in mind, okay? I didn't provide you the dimensions on how everything needs to be for every tiny nook and granny. I just provided to you for the full one. So keep that in mind, okay? But I did give you the stitch count for every single row and stuff. So if that's what you need, it's in the video tutorial. I'll really break it down for you. So, but anyways, the ebook you can get for $5 off to get all of these patterns, all 30 of them, ad-free and printer friendly. It's a very popular ebook. It's great last minute gifts for the holiday season. A lot of these patterns right here are done in only a few minutes, okay? Some of them are done in 15, maybe 30 minutes, so they really are last minute gifts. Some of them are done in a couple of hours, like the hats, for example, or this one may take you a couple hours. But again, if you have a zipper at home and if you have yarn at home, you're good to go, okay? Make yourself a project. A lot of these you can adjust. So if you think you absolutely need additional materials, you don't need them unless I specifically say this is required, otherwise it won't work. But I feel like most of these patterns you can adjust easily, right? So we have, for example, like a snowman right here as a gift card holder. That thing only takes you probably 30 minutes, that pattern, okay? Then we have some scrunchies and like a soap bar holder. That's like a 2-in-1, so technically it's like 31 patterns if you really be nitty gritty, right? So that one is super popular as well. The most popular pattern of all of them is this one down here, which is the teddy bear washcloth. It's a washcloth wrapped into a teddy bear. It is the most popular pattern of all of them. If you want to know what else is very popular, it's the reindeer hat right here. Any of the snowman ones are very popular. The phone wedge is very popular. Okay, then we have the octopus right here. As I said, the bookworm is extremely popular, as well as number 4 up here, which is the sleeping mask. Much more popular than I thought it would be. So just that you know. Again, the crochet along itself includes 24 patterns, but the ebook includes all 30. Use that coupon code until the 24th so that you have your gifts. And remember, some of these gifts are not per se just for Christmas, as you can tell, right? Some of them can be like year-long presents. So some of them are not specific for just the holiday season, because I feel like sometimes we just need last-minute gifts, and it doesn't have to be specifically for Christmas, right? So as you can tell, like I made one of them is like the phone wedge, for example. Then this that I just showed you can be for any time of the year, right? We have here the Happy Hands cup cozy. That can be any time of the year. The octopus can be any time of the year. Oh, the pie one is also very popular, as well as the succulent one in the back there is also very popular. Several popular patterns. Then we have that in the far back right corner here, we have a gnome, a Santa gnome as a lip balm holder, where you pull up the hat and the head at the same time, so you can get into the the lip balm inside the cozy. So anyways, just wanted to remind you really quick, we only have 4 days left for this coupon code right here. So otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful, happy holidays. I wish you all the best. I'm going live next Wednesday because I have a big announcement. So next Wednesday, I'm announcing a new year-long crochet along. So I hope you're going to join. If you're still here enjoying and listening to me, oh my gosh, you're going to be super surprised. It's going to be a Christmas blanket. And you're going to be like, well, but Nikki, it's after Christmas. Correct, because blankets take a long time, and I want you to be ready for next year's Christmas time. Okay, we're going to break up a blanket into 12 parts over 12 months so that you are ready for the Christmas time next year with that entire blanket. So I'm going to guide you through everything. I will teach you how to do every part of it pretty much with simple tutorials. Once you know how to do this tutorial, like the basics and a little swatch, then you can go ahead and make the entire blanket step by step. You can be a part of a free crochet along year long, or you get the entire PDF pretty much right away, instant access, and then you can go on at your own pace. We'll see what you're going to pick. I'm really excited for that one. Otherwise, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday for the last Whip Wednesday of 2023. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays. I'll see you later. Bye.